Hey everyone, it's Matt from Cruises, Rooms, and Reviews. We're here on Oasis of the Seas, and we're looking at a balcony room, room 14618 on the 14th deck. Let's check it out. So this is 14618. You're probably a third of the way down from the front elevators, and of course 2/3 up from the aft, maybe a little closer to halfway. Let's head in and check out this balcony room. So we'll swing back and show you the entrance way. And the main door comes in, and essentially the first thing you have on your left as you come in is the main bathroom, or I should say the only bathroom, which we'll get to. You do have your standard AC control. It is the typical dial that you will see on many ships. Your master switch. Now, interestingly, this used to be at the beginning of this trip, this was just a plain white button and it said master switch down here. During this trip, they added these blue stickers to all the rooms, at least the rooms I've seen, that clearly call out that this is the master switch. So hopefully that'll lead to a little less confusion around that that switch's operation. And then of course you have your switches for the room and your switch to the bathroom. You also have a floor to ceiling mirror when you're ready to get yourself together for the evening, day, what have you. So the main room here, this is the bed. Now, I will fully admit, I have not stayed in this room. This is my mother-in-law's room, but she has said that this bed is comfortable and hasn't had any issues with it or getting rest on it. You do have end tables on either side. So you have an end table right here. This is the design where you just have the 3 shelves and they're very open. So nice, easy to get things in and out, but also easy to knock things off. You have your reading lamps, of course, if I can think of what I'm saying. And we'll head over here. We've got the same thing here. And of course you have your phone. These phones do not have USB ports in the side, so they are just the standard ship phone. Controls for your lighting again, duplicate controls, and another reading lamp. So look back on the bed again. Then we have a full-size couch. It's quite wide. This is the same couch you also find in the junior suites on this ship, and this is a pull-out, so you would be able to fit up to 4 people in this room utilizing the pull-out. Some artwork. You do have some nice lighting above the artwork, which is nice for ambient light in the evening. You have a switch for your outdoor balcony, which we'll show in a moment. Look back at the room here. You do have this nice table here. It's a little different than the typical glass top tables you'll see. And it does have open up to a shelf, and it's actually kind of a nifty place to put your trash can. And that, of course, can be moved anywhere you like. So let's take a quick look at the vanity area. As you've seen from this room, the configuration of this room is the bed is closer to the door, and then the couch and the vanity are closer to the balcony. So you do have a storage shelf up here above the TV. You have the typical ship Samsung TV, I believe 32 maybe? I don't know, maybe it's a 40-inch. Probably a 32, I don't know. But yeah, it's a decent TV. Then you have some shelving. I'm not gonna go into the shelving because I don't know what she's got where, but the top drawer here is where you'll have your hair dryer. And you can see these are pretty deep cabinets right here. So definitely an upgrade over the older ships. And then here is where you'll have your room refrigerator or cooler, whatever you want to call it. Again, pretty small. like most of them, and it only cools your items. It's not a full-on refrigerator. It is interesting on Oasis, where you have the doors for the refrigerator attached to the door. It's very convenient, one less thing to open up, but I do wonder how well these doors, the refrigerator doors, really close. It's surprising they did that. So you have a nice large vanity area, so plenty of room here. You have electrical outlets, 3 US outlets in this device that sits on top. So plenty of outlets, so they are close together. You know, if you have a larger brick like this, that's gonna probably take up 2 outlets. You have a control for your mirror lights. And then of course you do have your vanity mirror. You can go ahead and turn those lights off. You also have storage shelf here, not very deep. You can see my hand doesn't go all the way in, so it's not a hugely deep, but it is a convenient place to store things. Now, interestingly, I didn't notice this at first, but if you look underneath of here, you'll see there's another cabinet underneath of, you know, below the vanity. If we open that up, you just have 2 really small storage cubbies there, but another tight little convenient place to store things if you're in need of that space. Now, one thing to show in this configuration, if you pull out the chair here, these are your actual outlets for the room. So you'll see down here there is, well, there's a telephone outlet that's not being used. You will see a European outlet and 2 US outlets, but one of those is being used to power those 3 outlets up above. So really 1 spare US outlet here, but it's always good to have a spare outlet. So a total of 4 US outlets, that's, you know, that's a lot of outlets in a room, you know, for a balcony room. It's more outlets than a junior suite on this ship has. So we'll peel back, take a look at the room one last time. And let's head over the other side and check out the closet. So one thing to point out before we go into the closet is this room actually has forced air conditioning. I can feel the air coming out. I've only seen that on really Odyssey before, so it makes me wonder if these rooms were redone at some point or reconfigured. I could be wrong here, but you know, we're in a junior suite on this cruise, and we have the typical in the ceiling metal AC units that have trickling air conditioning come out of them. Whereas this room and the other rooms I've seen that are balcony and interior rooms have the forced air unit. So I really like that. That's nice to see. Here is the closet. So if we open up this side, you'll see storage cabinets. So again, plenty of storage there. You do have a very small safe. You know, I don't even know if you'd fit a tablet into that safe, but great for if you want to put your phones there, but of course your wallets, your passports, all those important things that you want to keep safe during the cruise, your jewelry. And then you kind of see, you peek into the main closet here, but to get to the main part of the other side, you do need to close this door. It is a sliding closet door, and open up this side. And you got a, you know, not very tall, but a decent, you know, shelf of storage up on top. And plenty of hangers and space for other things down below. All right, let's head into the bath. Let's make sure that light is on. So this is the standard configuration that you will see in an interior, I'm sorry, this is not an interior, a balcony room, though it's also the same as what you'll see in most interiors, I believe. So you will have your single sink, good set of storage, 2 more shelves of storage down below, your trash can. I don't like the fact, and I guess they just ran out of room, but I really don't like when the toilet paper is part of the storage. That's just kind of odd to me, but you know, they have limited room, they do what they can. And then you do have some cabinets that open up underneath here. Really, it's for your toilet paper. You could do a little storage there, but you have your other trash can there. Some nice tile work and a full-size mirror. Hi everyone. And to the left here, you do have some storage. You got a small, very small drawer right here and a number of open shelves. Of course, the standard ship toilet that you'll find in every room, and then the shower. So let's see the best way to angle this. This is, let me move outside. It is the standard 2-door shower that you'll find in most rooms. So these, a little bit of judder to that door, but overall pretty easy. This gives you an idea of the size of the shower. You know, it's essentially a tube. It's decently sized. You'll find larger ones on some of the newer ships, but overall, pretty easy to use. As in, you'll get in most rooms, you have the standard 2-in-1 hair and body wash. It's not the greatest stuff on earth, so I would recommend if you're in a balcony or an interior or a outside view room that you do bring your own supplies if you're picky at all. Some nice hooks to hang things, and a shelf, and a bar for shaving legs and whatnot. But it's a decent shower, and worked perfectly for any cruise. One thing I did fail to mention when doing the main room, of course you have some nice artwork across from your bed, but you do have some shelves here. So these are some great shelves. You have your menus in there. If you're still getting paper cruise compasses by any chance, you can put them in there, or any of your own paperwork. And then another shelf to store things. And yes, some suntan lotion. So now we're gonna head out to the balcony. So real quick before we head out, you do have the standard handle, down being locked, up being unlocked. Before we open though, I will show you do have a safety lock on this one. So if you have very young children, or you're just afraid about someone coming from the outside, which can't really imagine happening, but you can lock that and prevent anyone from going in or out. This one takes a little bit of a shove to get going, but then it opens right up. We're at a beautiful day at sea here on Oasis of the Seas. You can see you do have the glass paneled rail, so really great views. It's a good size balcony. Have room for a table and 2 chairs. And other room to get around. And this is the standard size balcony that you will get on Oasis, and I'm sure the other Oasis class ships. And a look back to the room. And why not? Another look out to the gorgeous Atlantic Ocean. So I really hope you enjoyed our tour of a balcony room on Oasis of the Seas. 14618. So hopefully you can remember that better than I can. It's funny, we were actually supposed to stay in this room on this cruise, and then we switched things up, some people switched up, we ended up in a junior suite, and my mother-in-law ended up staying in this room. She has enjoyed this room. She said the water pressure is really good in the shower. You know, it's a good sized balcony, a really nicely appointed balcony room. I mean, when you've been on some of the older ships in comparison, you know, the decor of this newer class of ship is, well, it's not the newest. The ship debuted in 13 years ago, 2009, I think. But the decor is at a much higher level. Also, I really like that they have the forced air conditioning. Your room will always be at the temperature that you're looking for. So would we stay in this room? Well, I can't say whether we'd stay in this room again because we didn't stay in this room, but from what I've seen and what my mother-in-law told me, I'd have no hesitation in booking this room. You know, I think it's a great room, and you'll really enjoy it if it's what you're looking to book. So that's it. I hope you really enjoyed this cruise. If you did, please go ahead and hit the like button down below. That really helps us out. And also check out the rest of the Cruises, Rooms, and Reviews channel. All kinds of content there for you to enjoy and hopefully get something out of. And please subscribe if you do enjoy the content. This is Matt from Cruises, Rooms, and Reviews. Happy cruising, everybody.